Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief Show. I am your host, Jenny. Today, we kick off with some stormy news. Hong Kong might be hit by more heavy showers and thunderstorms this Sunday, thanks to an active southwest monsoon. After experiencing a black rainstorm and flooding yesterday, residents are advised to stay alert and keep an eye on weather updates. It's a weather roller coaster, so be prepared. Please continue watching for the full scoop. Next, let's jet off to Australia. Kakadu National Park in the Northern Territory is turning heads with its incredible mix of wildlife, indigenous culture, and luxury eco-lodges. From spotting crocodiles and birdlife on boat tours to exploring Aboriginal rock art, it's a safari adventure like no other. Waterfalls, swimming holes, and rich cultural heritage make Kakadu a must-visit for nature lovers and thrill-seekers alike. Stay tuned for more exciting travel stories. Finally, in local news, there's a lively debate about whether Hong Kong's baby bonus scheme should include talent entrants to boost birth rates. Some experts suggest expanding incentives like housing and tax benefits, but concerns about fairness and budget remain. Lawmakers are divided, but many agree that a more comprehensive approach is needed to tackle the city's declining birth rate. Please continue to watch for the full details. The South China Morning Post vividly reports on the tumultuous weather in Hong Kong, where the city is bracing for more heavy showers following a second black rainstorm within a week. The ominous forecast warns residents to stay alert as the active southwest monsoon continues to unleash thunderstorms and torrential rain, causing localized flooding and prompting beach safety measures such as red flags at popular beaches. The dramatic weather pattern underscores the city's vulnerability to extreme rainfall, with authorities issuing warnings that remain in effect, highlighting the persistent threat of nature's fury amid ongoing climate unpredictability. Meanwhile, the South China Morning Post takes readers on an exhilarating journey to Kakadu National Park in Australia, describing it as a wild, untamed paradise teeming with life and adventure. The story captures the raw beauty of the wetlands, where crocodiles lurk beneath the surface, and the rich cultural tapestry woven by the Aboriginal custodians who have nurtured this land for over 65,000 years. From boat cruises amidst crocodile-filled waters to helicopter flights over waterfalls and ancient rock art sites, the narrative vividly paints Kakadu as Australia's premier safari destination, blending natural wonders with deep cultural heritage and luxurious eco-friendly lodges that promise an immersive, glamping experience in one of the world's most pristine wilderness areas. Finally, the South China Morning Post explores the contentious debate surrounding Hong Kong's baby bonus scheme and its potential extension to attract talent. The article details how the scheme, offering 20,000 Hong Kong dollars per child, has already distributed nearly 1 billion Hong Kong dollars to thousands of applicants, yet critics question its effectiveness in reversing the city's declining birth rate. Experts and lawmakers debate whether extending benefits to talented newcomers, many of whom are mainland Chinese, would genuinely incentivize childbirth, or if broader measures such as improved childcare, housing priorities, and tax incentives are needed. The discussion underscores the complex interplay between demographic challenges, economic constraints, and policy strategies, emphasizing that a multifaceted approach is essential to address Hong Kong's population decline. South China Morning Post reports on a groundbreaking initiative that could revolutionize rugby sevens through a franchise model, spearheaded by Tom Burwell, a veteran of the sport. Burwell envisions a private, club-based tournament set to launch in 2026, emphasizing a condensed 4-hour weekly event during the summer months, initially in Europe before expanding globally. This innovative approach aims to complement existing World Rugby series by providing a continuous, year-round narrative that fosters global stories and elevates the sport's profile. Burwell highlights the importance of attracting top players and private investment, with interest pouring in from across the world, including North America and Asia, eager to own franchises and participate in a system that values skill and competition over national allegiance. the model's success hinges on balancing ownership interests and engaging the best players, with plans to sign up 100 athletes by August 2025 and draft 164 across genders, emphasizing a focus on excellence and financial opportunity, all while maintaining respect for the sport's governing bodies. Meanwhile, South China Morning Post also chronicles the 25-year journey of Aqua Restaurant Group, founded by David Yeo, a former finance lawyer turned restaurateur. From humble beginnings in Hong Kong, Yeo's vision has expanded into a global empire of 20 venues across 5 cities, including iconic locations in Manhattan, London, Miami, and Dubai. Despite challenges like the SARS outbreak and the COVID-19 pandemic, Yeo's unwavering commitment to innovation and quality has kept Aqua relevant, blending meticulous design, panoramic views, and diverse cuisine rooted in cultural influences. His passion for detail, from sourcing the freshest ingredients to designing interiors inspired by Islamic and Art Deco architecture, underscores his philosophy of authenticity and boldness. Celebrating its 25th anniversary, Aqua continues to evolve, opening new concepts like Visu Pizza Bar in Hong Kong, which has earned international recognition, and maintaining a deep pride in Hong Kong's culinary heritage, driven by a loyal staff and a resilient spirit that has weathered crises and propelled the brand's global prestige. South China Morning Post introduces viewers to Malin Ackerman, a versatile actress whose career spans nearly 3 decades, from her Swedish roots to Hollywood stardom. Known for her roles in films like 27 Dresses and Watchmen, Ackerman has also made a mark on television, notably as the commanding Margot Banks in Netflix's The Hunting Wives. Her journey began in childhood, transitioning from modeling after her participation in the Ford Supermodel of the World contest to acting in sci-fi series and blockbuster movies. Beyond her acting, Ackerman explored a brief musical career as the lead singer of the Pedal Stones, even returning to singing in 2023 on The Masked Singer. Her striking appearance and style choices have drawn comparisons to Melania Trump, a reflection of her carefully curated image that complements her diverse talents and evolving career. With a blend of charm, talent, and a keen sense of style, Ackerman remains a prominent figure in entertainment, balancing her artistic pursuits with her personal expression. BBC reports a harrowing scene at an industrial estate outside London where authorities are seizing millions of counterfeit Labubu dolls, a phenomenon fueled by their viral popularity on TikTok. These plush toys, adored by children and collectors alike, have become a goldmine for criminals, with fake versions flooding the market and often crafted from hazardous materials that pose choking risks and contain toxic chemicals. Despite the genuine dolls selling for up to £80, counterfeit versions can be bought for as little as £10, and authorities warn that these fakes are often produced in China, Hong Kong, or Turkey, with some made from banned substances linked to cancer. The danger extends beyond economic loss, as fake toys frequently fall apart quickly, with parts coming loose and potentially causing harm to children, prompting warnings from law enforcement and consumer protection agencies to scrutinize pricing and packaging for signs of counterfeit. The Sydney Morning Herald highlights the high-stakes world of Sydney's prestige real estate, focusing on properties near Lachlan Murdoch's Bellevue Hill mansion. A recently listed estate, Fernley, dating back to the 1930s and offering sweeping views of the harbour, is on the market for $14.2 million, providing a rare opportunity for buyers seeking proximity to one of the world's most influential media figures. Murdoch himself has a history of purchasing nearby homes, and the area boasts some of Sydney's most expensive sales, including a property bought for $23 million in 2009 and others expected to fetch upwards of $30 million after renovation. These properties symbolize the city's luxury market, with owners investing heavily to maintain or increase their value, and the market activity reflects a broader trend of high-end real estate in Bellevue Hill, where prime locations and historic homes continue to command astronomical prices. South China Morning Post discusses the recent import of chikungunya fever into Hong Kong, with a 12-year-old boy contracting the disease after traveling from mainland China. The mosquito-borne virus, transmitted by Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus mosquitoes, is generally milder than dengue but can cause prolonged joint pain and rash. Health authorities emphasize that the risk of a local outbreak remains medium to high due to frequent travel and the presence of the Asian tiger mosquito, which is prevalent in Hong Kong. Preventive measures include using DEET-based repellents, wearing protective clothing, and eliminating standing water to prevent mosquito breeding. Although the risk of widespread transmission is considered low thanks to robust control efforts, officials urge residents to remain vigilant, especially since mild cases can go undetected and contribute to local spread. The potential for a small-scale outbreak underscores the importance of personal protection and community efforts in disease prevention. The South China Morning Post vividly captured the excitement of the swimming world, highlighting Katie Ledecky's relentless pursuit of greatness as she clinched her 7th world title in the 800-meter freestyle, narrowly missing her world record while outpacing fierce competitors from Australia and Canada. The story vividly describes the intensity of the race, emphasizing Ledecky's perseverance and her focus amidst the pressure, while also celebrating China's diving prowess, which continued to dominate with gold and silver medals in the women's 3-meter springboard event, showcasing the country's unwavering strength in aquatic sports. The article further recounts the historic achievements of divers Chen Yiwen and Chen Jia, painting a picture of China's dominance and resilience in the face of international competition, as well as the American relay team setting a world record that stole the spotlight in the mixed 4x100-meter freestyle relay, illustrating the thrilling atmosphere of the championships. CNN's Travel Roundup vividly paints a picture of escalating travel costs and the evolving landscape of international mobility, spotlighting Europe's recent hike in the ETIAS fee from €7 to €20, a move driven by inflation and operational costs, aligning it with US and UK travel authorization prices. The narrative explores the personal stories of Americans who have sought new lives abroad, from retirees in Brazil to entrepreneurs in Mexico and adventurers in Bhutan, emphasizing how these relocations are driven by the pursuit of happiness, affordability, and meaningful experiences. The piece also delves into aviation history, recounting the glamorous yet perilous past of the de Havilland DH-106 Comet, the first passenger jet, and the intriguing stories of early airplane hijackings and historic airports, blending nostalgia with modern travel insights and highlighting the cultural and technological evolution of air travel. The South China Morning Post reports with gravity on the EU's condemnation of Macau authorities following the arrest of Oh Kam San, a prominent pro-democracy activist, amidst concerns over the erosion of political freedoms under Beijing's one country, two systems policy. The article vividly details the circumstances of Oh's detention, accusations of collusion with foreign forces, and the broader implications for Macau's political landscape, emphasizing the EU's call for respect for human rights and freedoms enshrined in Macau's basic law. It underscores the tension between Macau's evolving legal framework and international expectations for democratic rights, illustrating the ongoing struggle for political expression in the city, and raising awareness about the delicate balance between security laws and civil liberties in this former Portuguese enclave now under Chinese sovereignty. According to the South China Morning Post, the Hong Kong government has resolved its previous controversy regarding the participation of local sports teams at the upcoming National Games. The Director of Leisure and Cultural Services, Manda Chan Wingman, announced that new criteria have been approved, eliminating the previous requirement that only sports with teams finishing in the top 8 at the Olympics or Asian Games could send multiple teams. Now, there is no limit on the number of teams each sport can send, allowing national sports associations, NSAs, to decide freely how many teams to participate, aligning with China's arrangements and timeline. This change has pleased the NSAs, who are now actively preparing their teams for the event, which will be co-hosted by Guangdong, Hong Kong, and Macau from November 9 to 21. Ticketing arrangements are also underway, with a system expected to launch soon, offering over 5 million tickets across 76 venues, although prices and sales will be announced later, marking a significant step forward in the event's organization. The South China Morning Post also highlights Brittany Snow's inspiring journey from a childhood actress to a passionate mental health advocate. Snow, now 39, began her career at the tender age of 3 as a model, quickly transitioning into acting with her breakout role in the soap opera Guiding Light at age 12, which earned her the Young Artist Award in 2001. Despite her early success, she faced a critical 2-year hiatus before starring in popular films like Hairspray and Pitch Perfect, during which she took time off to prioritize her mental health. Snow later directed her first short film and a feature titled Parachute, which she described as a therapeutic process of translating her emotions visually. She co-founded September Letters, an online community encouraging personal sharing through letters, featuring contributions from celebrities such as Tom Hanks. Snow's love for acting has only deepened with age, and she now champions mental health awareness, emphasizing her belief that success lies in persistence and self-love. In Hong Kong, the privacy watchdog has clarified that existing laws are sufficient to address issues related to AI-generated deepfake pornography, despite recent high-profile cases involving non-consensual creation of such material. Ada Chung Liling, the head of the Office of the Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data, explained that the Personal Data Privacy Ordinance is principle-based and technology-neutral, covering misuse of personal data in deepfake images without the need for legislative amendments. The office is handling complaints about AI misuse similarly to other data privacy violations and is also investigating the recent case of a male law student who created over 700 deepfake images of female classmates. Chung emphasized the importance of corporate governance and public education in managing AI risks, noting that most organizations lack formal safety policies despite widespread AI use. She also revealed ongoing efforts to increase penalties for privacy breaches and to provide guidelines for safe AI usage, advocating a balanced approach that relies on existing legal frameworks and proactive education rather than immediate law changes. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.